Residents protest demolition of structures in Oworoshoki. ECOWAS health experts deliberate on challenges of Lassa fever across African region. Plus, latest in the world of entertainment. Good evening and welcome to the news on Nta Channel 10 Lagos. My name is Deborah Akingbeng Agbola. Now the news in full. Early this morning, traffic on the 3rd mainland bridge was hampered as residents protesting the demolition exercise structures at Oworoshoki community mounted barricades to prevent vehicular movement from descending the bridge at Oworoshoki BRT terminal. Musa Toliat has the report.
Aggrieved protesters came in large numbers, chanting and preventing free flow of traffic from the 3rd mainland bridge. They accused the Lagos State government of rendering several families homeless and stranded after demolishing their houses without due notice or compensation. The protest caused severe gridlock on the ever-busy 3rd mainland bridge, forcing motorists and some commuters to negotiate alternative routes into the Lagos mainland. Distress calls from motorists necessitated the intervention of a detachment of police personnel from the Lagos State Police Command. Commissioner of Police Olondare Jimoh advised residents to embrace peaceful and lawful protest so that their grievances will not meet untold hardship on innocent members of the public.
When I came, I spoke to them, addressed them, and let them know the need not to be violent and the need not to be law-abiding and not to take law into their hand. But all my appeal to them fall on deaf ear, and we have to use minimum force to push them off the road so that members of the public can have access to the way. Your right stop where you want to infringe on other people's rights. You don't do this if you have any reason whatsoever to complain about any action being taken by any government at whatsoever level. You have the laid down way to do so.
Free flow of vehicular traffic has resumed, and there is deployment of police personnel to ensure law and order is not threatened in the axis. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
West Africa has learned valuable lessons from Ebola, COVID-19 and Lassa fever, but Lassa fever has proved to be a recurring disease in the sub-region, threatening ECOWAS health security priorities. Turning those lessons in infectious disease control into action for curtailing the spread of Lassa fever is the major concern for experts at the regional conference in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Kelvin Ehunaye now reports.
Convergence of global experts in infectious disease control brought together by the West African Health Organization, WAHU, in furtherance of ECOWAS Health Security Initiative. Scientists, policymakers and donor agencies are brainstorming on how to work out a roadmap to find solutions to Lassa fever threat in the sub-region, with major focus on finalizing research on vaccination, identified as most realistic solution as cost of treatment to ribavirin, the only available drug, continue to surge, and mortality rates on the rise in many West African countries. What Nigeria and Senegal have done in scaling up diagnostic efficiency in Lassa fever control over the years is one that gives hope that the scourge can be overcome with enhanced regional collaboration, which ECOWAS is seeking with this conference.
I believe that a lot of progress has been made in the Lassa fever field since the last meeting. We just need to increase the momentum. We certainly need a lot more investment to move things along, and we need more hands on deck. We need the political commitment and at ministerial, at head of state level, at regional and at continental level to make this happen.
For the next 4 days, what will occupy the minds of policymakers and experts here is finding a roadmap for a governance structure for managing Lassa fever and other infectious diseases, using templates from countries like Nigeria and Senegal to accelerating regional solutions. In Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, Kelvin Ehunaye, NTA News.
The importance of communication in achieving productivity, particularly in the workplace, formed the thrust of the 19th inaugural lecture of Yaba College of Technology, Lagos. The lecture held at the Yusuf Brilos Auditorium was titled Communication Why the Tower Remained Abandoned Heretofore. Olubukola Akande reports that the lecture was delivered by the Dean, School of Environmental Studies, Dr. Adishino Aladiloba. Her report.
Communication process is effective project delivery and forward will be waste of human and material resources.
The role of communication in project planning and execution took center stage at the 19th inaugural lecture of Yaba College of Technology as the Dean of the School Environmental Studies, Dr. Adeshino Aladeloba, reiterated the fact that the success of any project is largely determined by the quality of communication adopted at the planning stage.
It's very vital because communication, like you and I now, you must know the rudiments of communication, okay? Because communication process is the intervening variable in between projects, starting the characteristics of project and performance. And I chose two performances. I chose cost. I chose time first. I chose cost because time na money. That was why I sang that song. Time na money. Oh. And at the end of the day, if you are able to save time, you will save cost. It's automatic.
He explained that clear communication and effective collaborations are non-negotiable in all spheres of human endeavors for success.
For you to understand anything, you must first of all submit yourself. You don't begin to say, I'm a PhD holder, somebody who didn't go to school. I cannot learn from. No. We are in the period of reverse mentoring. It's not about the title you carry. Forget it. You must be humble enough to learn. So we need reverse mentoring. The young ones can also mentor the senior ones. And that is how we can move. Because it is like talking drum. One side is facing you, another side is facing another person.
It's the logical method to realize that look, when communication breaks down, it affects a lot of things, even in families. That is very, very certain. It's well known by us. But he has been able to now bring it up to, if you look at it very well, in the construction industry, you have different professionals, different experts in their own world, you know. Everybody trying to prove his own area, and if they are not well or properly coordinated, if the communication does not go very well within them, the end result will be very bad.
The lecture themed Communication, Why the Tower Remained Abandoned Heretofore, highlighted the need for institutions and organizations to adopt effective communication strategies for sustainable development. In Lagos, Oluwabukola Akande, NTA News. Looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful and comfortable environment for your event? Then
Nta Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place to be. With about 3,065 seating capacity,
NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, religious and school activities.
our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars or workshops with just 200,000 naira only.
You can use our entire space and also have your event covered with a token which will be aired on our social diary program, Mary Lane.
For more inquiries, please contact our marketing department, NTA Lagos Channel 10 Tejo or call Chibuzo
on 0812-324-5519
and Gmo
on 003-830-1669.
NTA Lagos premises affordable just for you.
Thank you for staying tuned. It's still NTA News at 7 on NTA Channel 10 Lagos. Following the removal of fuel subsidy announced during his inauguration, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu introduced the compressed natural gas initiative as an alternative to fuel, to petrol and diesel. Olubukola Akande in this report that many citizens are yet to embrace the program due to low awareness. Her report.
The 9th of May 2023, during his inauguration, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced the removal of fuel subsidy.
Of oil subsidy is gone.
This This policy brought the initiative of the presidential compressed natural gas, an alternative to petrol and diesel. The aim was to reduce cost of transportation, lower food prices, and improve the nation's economy. According to experts, CNG is a major step towards improving the Nigerian economy, due to its affordability and safety compared to petrol and diesel.
We know the cost of fuel. It is not steady, going up and down. But at that, it is still between 800 naira and 900 or 950 naira, which is very, very high when you compare that with the cost of 1 SCM of CNG, which costs about 230 naira. I think the benefit is cannot be overemphasized in this case.
If you can sit down comfortably on petrol tank and you are not scared, there's nothing that should make you scared when you are using CNG, because the heat that CNG needed to get explode for any explosion to come to happen is about 540 degrees centigrade. Meanwhile, petrol is 225 thereabouts. Diesel is about 230 something thereabouts. So that is the more reason why we can install the filling valve in front where it can be generated. If it is not safe, if it is petrol, nobody can try it.
A commercial driver who has embraced the use of CNG vehicles shared his experience.
You can't compare the petrol and the gas. You understand me? Because we use petrol for years. No one can tell me anything about petrol and CNG. It's a lot of benefits.
Experts also emphasize that the presidential compressed natural gas initiative, which is alternative to petrol and diesel, also contributes to the environmental sustainability due to its low carbon emission, which makes it environmental friendly for the populace. In Lagos, Oluwabukola Akonde, NTA News.
Thank you, Bukola. And now to foreign news. Report says government opened fire at Ramot bus stop in Jerusalem, resulting in the death of at least 6 people and left several injured. Let's now join Ololade Olatokunbo for details of this and more on foreign news.
People lost their lives while others were critically injured in a shooting at Ramot Junction in Jerusalem. The incident was reportedly carried out by Palestinian gunmen, according to the police and paramedics. 8 people with gunshot wounds were hospitalized, while 3 others sustained injuries from shattered glasses. Additionally, the police stated that the 2 assailants drove to Ramot Junction on the northern edge of the city and opened fire at a bus stop. However, the security officers and a civilian shot back, which resulted to the attackers' deaths. In other news, in Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, the police opened fire on the protesters opposing a government-imposed social media ban, killing at least 11 people and injuring dozens. Earlier, tens of thousands of people demonstrated in the streets, clashing with police who initially used tear gas and water cannons. However, overwhelmed by the numbers of protesters, police eventually resorted to live ammunition. Additionally, the injured are being treated in hospitals across the city. That's it on foreign news. Ololade Olatokunbo, NTA News.
A popular Nigerian...
And now to entertainment news. Federal High Court of Nigeria has evicted famous Nigerian comedian Ali Baba for his mansion in Victoria Island. Prosperity Olajide has more on entertainment news.
Nigerian comedian Ali Baba has reportedly been evicted from his multi-millionaire mansion in Victoria Island and his media company. This legal action was carried out by the Federal High Court. The mansion, which he reportedly acquired in 2021 for 220 million naira, is now in a debt of recovery case involving the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria. However, Ali Baba and his management are yet to make a statement over the action. Moving on. Ariana Grande emerged winner of the Video of the Year for Brighter Days Ahead, along with Best Pop Song in 2025 MTV Video Music Awards. Also, Tyler, South African Afrobeat singer, stood out by winning Best Afrobeat, highlighting Afrobeat's rising global popularity. That is it on entertainment news. Prosperity Olajire, NTA News.
And that report concludes our package for tonight. We thank you for being there. Up next is news in languages with Olalade Alimiesho and Jesuton Moses. My name is Deborah Akingbe Agbola. Have a wonderful night rest. Good night.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ akú wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ òjò ìròyìn lámú sójú amóhùnmáwòrán yín ní NTA ìkànnì 10. Orúkọ mi ni Ọmọ́wùnmí Àwòtọ́lá. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ìdíwọ́ ńlá bá lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ lórí afárá 3rd Mainland Bridge lónìí ọjọ́ Ajé nígbà tí àwọn olùgbé Òwòròṣùkì dúbà sórí afárá ọ̀hún tí wọ́n jí lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ lọ́wọ́, pàápàá jùlọ láti fi ro inú wọn hàn lórí ilé wíwó tí wọ́n wó ní Òwòròṣùkì. Musa Tọ́lé àti jábọ̀ ìròyìn tí àtúkalẹ̀ rẹ̀ wà lẹ́nu Lẹ́kan Ajírọ̀tútù ní èdè abínibí wa. Ẹja àgbọ̀.
Nígbà lọ́pọ̀ yanturu làwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn pé bìbà tí orí afárá 3rd Mainland Bridge tí wọ́n ti ṣe ìdíwọ́ fún lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀. Wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kan ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó pé wọ́n ti sọ àwọn di aláìnílé tòun alárìnkiri nítorí ilé àwọn tí wọ́n dàwó lábàádì láì fi tú àwọn létí kó tó di pé wọ́n wó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn ò sì ṣe ètò gbàmábínú fáwọn bíi ti wò kéré mọ́. Àwọn tó ń fi ẹ̀hónú hàn ọ̀hún ni wọ́n pé sórí afárá 3rd Mainland Bridge bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ pọ̀ lórí afárá ọ̀hún tẹ́lẹ̀ rí, ṣùgbọ́n ní báyìí wọ́n ti fa ìdíwọ́ débi pé àwọn tó ń lọ tó ń bọ̀ ni wọ́n wá ọ̀nà Àbújá láti rí i wípé wọ́n kù lágbègbè ọ̀hún. Àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ kàn pàápàá ti ké gbàjarè sí àwọn ọlọ́pàá lórí ìwà ìdíwọ́ táwọn olùgbé Òwòròṣùkì ṣe ọ̀hún. Wọ́n sì pe iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Kọmíṣánná ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọlọ́rundáre Jímọ̀ wá rọ àwọn olùgbé Òwòròṣùkì tí wọ́n ń fi ẹ̀hónú hàn pé wọ́n wó ilé àwọn pé kí wọ́n ṣe ohun gbogbo lọ́nà tó bófin mu wọ́n bá dí àwọn aráàlú lọ́wọ́ kí wọ́n sì má kó wọn sínú ìnira bí ti wù ọ́ mọ́. Lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ ti ń lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ báyìí lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ti pe àwọn ọlọ́pàá táwọn náà sì ń darí ọkọ̀ bó ti ṣe yẹ. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá sì wà níbẹ̀ láti rí i wípé púpọ̀ àwọn tó wà lórí afárá ọ̀hún kò dúnkùkù lájà mọ́ lílọ bíbọ̀ àwọn tó ń ṣàmúlò orí afárá 3rd Mainland Bridge.
Wọ́n ti ṣe àṣàlàyé pàtàkì àgbọ́yé pàápàá jùlọ láti mú kí ìdàgbàsókè bá iṣẹ́ tí oníkálukú ń ṣe pàápàá jùlọ ní ẹnu iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ wa. Èyí ni kókó ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó fi ṣe àmì ayẹyẹ ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́kàndínlógún irú rẹ̀ tó wá ayé ní ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbonìṣe Yaba College of Technology. Olùdarí ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún ọ̀mọ̀wé Adésínà Aládélọ́ba ṣàlàyé síwájú sí i gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọ̀ròyìn wa ṣe jábọ̀ ìròyìn. Lásìkò ayẹyẹ ìbúra wọlé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè wa yìí, ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu kéde pé ìjọba kò ní máa fowó gbọ́ bùkátà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ epo pẹtiró fún ará ìlú mọ́. Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ti wá rọ̀fìkan ṣàdá ṣíṣe àfihàn afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì tó ń gbé mọ́tò rìn, èyí tó mú ara tu aráàlú nítorí ọ̀wọ́n owó gbogbo pẹtiróòlù. Olúbùkọ́lá Àkàndé jábọ̀ ìròyìn, ó wí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ará ìlú wọn tí máa jẹ mùdùmùdùn àǹfààní yìí nítorí ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ nípa rẹ̀ kò tí ì kárí ayé. tó àríjù báyìí lọ ní àṣálẹ́ yìí Jésù tán Moses wà níkàlẹ̀ láti mú ìròyìn wá fún yín ní èdè Ògùn. Orúkọ mi ni Ọmọ́wùnmí Àwòtọ́lá. Ilé onílé wa ọ̀nà òní náà wá ọ̀kúnkún làájì ire o.
Nta Ch10 Moses nínú o yeme yin o me ho itan le to woro choke si o le do me to àwọn ni mateme wọ́n le ko jama to egbe to aliwo bragata emi o le to me la tonji na do mondo yin o de do ho me gbe to ya na o yo de aholu wa o itan le to o le do la me ton le sa me to musa to le at ni go do we no yime yin o me to le do la me we do me break ya no aholu matin mo nu mo to la me ton we puto iwa ho ye to le to tin o po no we to to lo sin onuwa we de o si go so ave awu bo se rise yin de so bejeji to adu gboloji to file penu o borogan àwọn ni mate to mo shoot yin de moye mo da ho po epo penu o mo shoot jimo do do ho po epo godo edo ya do ina yin de wa yin de za ho ron pede na do dike mo do o yime eyin o betoro le we do alote na o yin ali o ye to gigo na li o to le ado ya do ye tin do o druwa na to mo do ye yin de do me gbe to ya siba ima sika yin de yin ye ton to be pa me de vole yin ali o ti ponto ene o tu do bele pe e de na to me gbe to ya ra wa mo bon seli o na yin de yin o se o yin de ko brown mi wa le po to o to gbola me o dodo ni oho dodo po na dodo ki gbo do oho ri do yin adodo na o nuko yi to firi pe o pegbe we azon pe we mo kere na do dike mo do onu wale yin o de yi bodo to krama ti gbo o holo wa yin o de yezi onu doji to ro ye to kuma ho di do eyin foton nukun eneto o we o ni Yaba College of Technology to àwọn ni mate na fire o ti to la he wa yi to ho eyan le Yusuf Gilo to me to we o lo me don wọ́n yóò dé ìrìnsá mi tán wọ́n kò kára àkàndé tó ẹ ẹ̀dọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ònù kọ́tà tó wé ọlọ́mẹ náà pa wé ìhìnà pọ́n òun ẹ̀yìn ò wéhó tó lẹ́dọ́ sí ọ̀dùnmẹ́lẹ̀ tó òwe ọlọ́mẹ òwe yẹn tán Adésínà Ládìlọ́ba wọ́n yóò dé ẹ̀dọ̀ ọ̀húnlọ ẹ̀dọ̀ ìyàdọ̀ ọ̀húndìdọ̀ ní yóò dé ẹ̀dọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́sẹ́ yíyan dodo bọ́dọ̀ yín dàda ẹ̀jì náà ọdún ti kí ọmọdọ̀ òmìnira pé ẹ̀jọ́ náà yóò ń dé wa ramundo yi do ho do po bo ho di do lo so de e hon na o me na se do o me ho le bo yo po le po lo so ramundo yi do ho do me ho si ka po nu so yo po bu si mo kere yo po lo so so si ka po nu to me ho si na na o tu wa do ya do en tandara to ke mo do ho di do po ni de ye so he nu to si to gbola me to fi le pe na do ke mo do to bo Nigeria to ko sin do Bogodo na ode o toboga bala be Tinubu to azan ko atonu ko neto o hwe eyin to to e ko do ido anote na o alokwe to go alo to beyond the subsidy na o ami petrol to go Nigeria to me o tito me we ko se do ai to gba holudali na do di cable mo do o igo bo awu na le oju gbotole bodo ime yi ohun satole po to nwe o titolo e ti to ayi na to mo do yi o ja hon emi yo di CNG to mo do yi yo do de to kun ohun le o gbetole eto ohun mo katan eto ti san o je hon lo we ko to ya do e yo de po akọ susu bukan wa mi petrol ton anyway so to ya do ale tin to me bo e san de na di ke bo na bo awu do e ma so tin do lo su mo de mo de ga taide ami petrol ton wa to ya do e gbetole yi de so ke alo yi o ti to yin o jẹun do kun ohun itan le ina gwaro bra so di ke mo do akọ e bra so de tin to apo me na ye nga de ami petrol ton ko to bi ba yin do e ha for na lo to gudai ka de so to kuro sin kame no kuro to do